Did you ever feel like you're growing the same plants over and over and over again? I do. So this year I chose some very different plants for me, and I'm about to share what I just got. So I failed pretty miserably in my vow not to buy too many seeds this year because I got on the website. You just can't get on the website, clearly. And again, I apologize for the lighting. We did the renovation and I lost all my lighting. This is a pretty small house. I have no idea where my lighting went, but I got a package. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so the other night I fell off the cliff and I did buy some seeds. But I decided I wanted to try some plants this year that are unique, at least to me. I've never grown them before. I don't know if they will be difficult or even grow here, but we will try. And I did do some cold stratifying of some of my seeds that I attempted last year without success. So I had them in my freezer from about 4 or 5 days now. So I'll show you those. I just pulled them out of the freezer. And I think, I'll get to that later. Onward and up, but let's show you the seeds I got. So I ordered from Baker Creek, and the first one I got was called an ice plant, purple stardust. Look at that. It has like succulent foliage. I think it's really interesting. So it also says not frost hardy, so this will be an annual here. We'll see. Isn't that interesting? The next one I got it's a petunia, which obviously I've grown petunias, but this is a Super Bisma Cosmic Cherry. And it looks like on here, it's edible apparently, because they have it like on the icing of some donuts, but it's a very frilly and veiny looking petunia. It looks just like that. Obviously an annual here. Super Bisma Cosmic Cherry Petunia. It says wow, this is interesting. It says these mammoth blooms are bursting with cherry flavor. That's interesting. Really? This edible flower has a delicious cherry flavor that can be used in baking and homemade beverages. Ooh, wouldn't that be nice in a cocktail in the summertime? Like a wine spritzer with a little bit of petunia? That would be really pretty, right? And I've always admired these. I see other people grow them and I've never grown them, but I'm going to give them a try because I think they look really pretty in bouquets. Not that I do a lot of bouquets, but I'm trying. I did some last year. The bunny-tailed grass, which is also an annual. It says, this charming little ornamental grass. Each seed has like a velvety, soft bunny tail. Oh, that's cute. So that's another one. Oh, this is something I never even heard of before. And I said, I want to try it. It's called Honeywort Kiwi Blue. Also another annual. It's a recently rediscovered ancient flower grown in European gardens since the Middle Ages. It's a relative of borage, makes a great filler, and is irresistible to pollinators. And we all know we want pollinators in our garden. So it does say pre-soaking overnight aids germination, so I will do that. And here's another interesting one. I've never even seen this flower before. I mean, and the seed heads are really, really cool. It's called basket flower, and I got the pink one. Look at those seed heads. Aren't those cool? This gorgeous pink bloom native wildflower will beckon droves of pollinators to your landscape. Ooh, it does say sow in place in fall or winter in mild winter climates or early spring or winter is fair. Okay, so when do I have to sow it in place? Self-sows freely. Why would I have to sow that in place? Maybe it doesn't transplant well? I'll have to read a little bit more about it, let you know. And here's another one, which I saw some people do grow this. There's what was her name? Oh, gosh. I can't remember. Oh, there's a YouTuber that I watch. Her name is Susan in the Garden. I mean, she's out on the West Coast, so it's kind of different climate for me. I think she's out in like maybe Oregon or Washington State. I'm not sure. But her name's Susan in the Garden. She always grows this, and I never even heard of it. But they were on the cover of one of the catalogs I got this season, and I said, I'm going to try those. It's called Sappy Glossus, and I got a grandiflora mix. Look at that cool flower. It's an annual. It's a southern Chile native. Large petunia-like blooms splashed with vibrant purple, pinks, and yellows. Best in cool summers. We get pretty hot here. So it might be kind of like nasturtium here. Once it gets hot, it fades out, and then it comes back in the fall. We'll see. And then this is not a new flower to me. As you know, last year I, for some reason, sowed 500 snapdragons. I think I was trying to use up my seeds, so I just sowed them all, but 500 snapdragons? I ended up wasting a lot of them, unfortunately. But I did grow an unusual color for me in the garden. I grew orange snapdragons, and I didn't think I'd like them. It turns out I absolutely love them. So I went and I bought another package of orange. This isn't the same variety I grew before, but this one's called Orange Wonder Snapdragon. So we'll be starting those very soon. And then, you know, I do have a love for coneflower, and I know that's not an unusual flower for me. I grew lots of coneflowers, but this one, I don't know, it just struck me. I didn't really like it, but then I saw it in someone's garden. I can't remember who, but I had to get it, guys. Now, this probably won't flower this year, and it's the green twister, coneflower echinacea. So, and this is obviously a perennial here, so yay. And guys, on the snapdragons, it says it's not frost hardy, but mine reseed. So sometimes in those second blooms, that like this, the ones that reseed seem to come up bigger and more vibrant. So, and then I bought something I never grew from seed before. I do have a small plant of this in my yard, but I bought it at a nursery. But this was called Flower Burst Fruit Bowl Yarrow. Look at that. This is another perennial. I bought another scabiosa, a plant that I do grow, but I have the Fama Deep Blue, and I think I might have a, is that all I have? I think I have two different colored blues. I just don't remember the name of the other one. But this one was really interesting because look at the seed pods. Scabiosa Paper Moon. Isn't that cool? Now this says it's not frost hardy. Interesting, because mine come back. We'll see. This winter here, guys, is so ridiculously cold for the Cape Cod. We still have over a foot of snow on the ground. It's not melting. It's like been in the single digits. So I'm really, really, really worried about the hydrangeas, the macrophyllus. The paniculatas and everything will be fine, but the macrophyllus, the big blue head, the blue mop head ones, they tend to like, the buds are already set. So if they get really cold like this, sometimes we don't have a good macrophylla year. So we'll see. And here's something that I've never grown before. Floral Pearl Salmon Dianthus. Isn't that cute? This says, these blooms of vibrant coral fill the air with their spicy, sweet fragrance, and the edible petals are a lovely garnish for sweet treats. Gosh, lots of edibles. And this does say it's frost hardy, so this is a perennial. I like that. I love me some perennials. And I have grown celosia before, obviously. Last year I grew the celosia from Floret Flower Farm, and it was gorgeous. I loved it. I'm going to grow some more, but look at this one. This one's called Asian Garden. This one's like a little narrow, like spiky one. It's called this award-winning spiked magenta celosia from Japan. It's a total pollinator magnet and great for cutting. Look at that. It was the All-America Selection Award in 2017, noted by judges for its early blooming, good branching, and bushy habit. So I really like that. That's pretty. Yeah, guys, I did. See how many I bought? What was I thinking? It's all fun now. When I'm sewing and it's fun and it's fun. And then it comes time to pot up and I like scream because I run out of space. Oh, but this year I'm really going to try hard to get my cool flowers out super, super early. So like my ranunculus and my anemone and anything that can tolerate the cold is going out because I need the space. Because once I start potting this stuff up, guys, that's when I get into trouble. I think we all do that, right? I don't think I'm alone. Last year I grew 1 or 2 varieties of this and I really, really liked it. And I'm trying hard to change my ways and I'm introducing some yellow into my garden. You saw that I bought the chimney flower. I can't remember what it is. Is it Rebecca? Oh my gosh, guys. I seriously have issues. Let me just leaf through this really quick and see if I can find out what that flower was. Oh, it's not here because I wasn't going to sow it yet. Oh God, I can't remember. It's chimney. Is it Rebecca? I think it is. I don't know. Yes, yes, it is. Oh my gosh, scary. So I got another one. Rudbeckia viviani. Look at that. It says, fill your garden with golden sunshine with Viviani Rudbeckia. It's an extra large royal yellow blooms with rich dark centers, shine like little suns. growing up to 2 feet. This cheerful self-sowing annual attracts pollinators and adds vibrant colors to borders and flower arrangements. I love things that self-sow. A lot of people don't like things that self-sow because they have a more formal manicured garden. I have a cottage garden. I always let things grow. If those little babies want to grow, I let them, for the most part. Sometimes I do have to manage it, but I love self-sowing flowers. Oh, I should have put these in order, guys. Sorry, because I have another scabiosa. I really like scabiosa. It's just like a really cool flower. And I saw a couple of people that grew this and I liked it, so I thought I'd give it a try. So it's Scabiosa Black Knight. Look at that. It says, this dark beauty boasts deep velvety maroon blooms, almost black in their richness. Whitish pink speckles on long stamens add contrast to the pincushion flowers. Blooming from summer to frost, Black Knight attracts butterflies, making stunning cut flowers and thrives in sunny, well-drained soil. Now this says it's an annual, but I don't know. Mine come back, so maybe it self-sows. Who knows? And then I got, of course, 2 free seeds. And interestingly enough, even though I bought all flowers, they sent me vegetables, which is fine because I didn't buy, I did buy vegetable seeds. Who am I kidding? I thought I was going to say, oh, look how good I was. I didn't buy any vegetable seeds. Yes, I did. I did. I bought squash and pumpkins and other things. Tomatoes. Oh my gosh. I'm out of control. Anyways, so look at this one. It's called Pink Fang Tomato. It's an interesting shape. Look at that. That's kind of cool, right? Look at the shape of that tomato. It says, indeterminate, regular leaf. This is a fantastically meaty and sweet paste tomato for making superb sauces and fresh eating. 6-inch long fruits have very few seeds and dry flesh. Try making this variety into paste or marinara. You won't be disappointed. That looks cool. I'll try it. Guys, you know what? Last year when I grew my tomatoes and I freeze them whole. And then when I want to use them, I just take them out and let them defrost. And then the skin just peels right off. And I make sauce and whatever, salsa and sauce. I don't know what I did. And last year I ran out by Christmas. I made the last sauce out of fresh tomatoes at Christmas time. And I had tons. This year, I looked in my freezer and realized I didn't use any of my tomatoes. So was it last night? Yeah, just last night, we made a sauce with some tomatoes. I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to use these tomatoes. What am I doing? Like last year I ran out of Christmas. This year I didn't even use any till the end of January. Oh my gosh, I have to use those up. So anyways, this is a pepper, the next one, the next free seed. It's called Pequeno Yellow Pepper. I don't know anything about this, so let's read. A tiny yellow Brazilian pepper, tangy and sweet with just a hint of heat. Oh, that's kind of cool. So it's like, I would use this for a snacking pepper. One plant will produce an average of 100 little peppers. Oh my gosh. And grow up to 24 inches. They can be eaten fresh, but are really preferred pickled in vinegar. Oh my goodness. Mr. Hobby loves pickled tomatoes and pickled green tomatoes. I wonder if you would like pickled peppers. Peter Piper? Yeah, so that's it, guys. So I didn't go too crazy, right? I mean, look at me trying to justify my buying habits. It's terrible. Anyways, okay. So the things last year that I tried to grow unsuccessfully, this year I put in my freezer and I'm going to cold stratify. I can't get over this light. This light is so harsh and it's the way it's shining down. It just looks, I look scary. Okay, I'm very punchy today. The weather's been so bad. I've been in the house for like 3 days. I didn't even go to the gym because they canceled some of the classes. But anyways, so yeah, I went out to dinner last night. So that was a lie. We did go out to dinner last night. It's a great place. If you guys come to the Cape, this great restaurant in Chatham called the Impudent Oyster. Oh my God, it's so good. Anyways, so we went there last night. So I'll have to put a picture up because I'm just going to show you. What I did was I put the seeds in a wet paper towel, put them in a sandwich bag, and put them in the freezer. So I put them in the freezer on January 26th, and today's February 1st. So I gave them a good cold. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take this whole thing, open it up a little bit, and just pop it on my heat mat, see if I can get any of these to germinate. I'm not going to go ahead and put these in soil and waste trays and soil and time trying to get these things to germinate because last year I had no luck. This is a red hot poker. I don't even think I told you what it is. Red hot poker, which I wanted in my garden and I don't want to buy it. I want to grow it. I've done this in the past where I put them in the freezer and then just throw the whole package right on the heat map, and they start to grow. And so once I see them, any of them germinate, then I'll pop them into little trays in soil. So it was that one, and another one that I struggle with, Liatris. Yep, Liatris is a tough one for me. You can't get it to grow. I have one plant of Liatris outside, but it's like a short one. I think this one's like the tall one. I really want the tall one. And I don't want to buy it, guys. I want to grow it. I like growing everything from seeds. So, but I failed last year with this Liatris. So I'm going to try this again. And the one thing about Liatris, it's been in my experience in my garden that the bunnies love it. I mean, they devour it. But now that I have my bunny fence, the last 2 years, or was it 2 years, or was last year my first summer? I can't remember. But ever since I put up that bunny fence, I've had none of my plants eaten. It's fantastic. I mean, they have free range to eat the stuff in the front yard, but everything from the sides and the back is all fenced in. No bunnies allowed. So the next one, which I have grown successfully, but not as good as I would like. So I'm going to give them another try. So these ones have to be kept in the dark. So what I did, these next two, I put them in the freezer and then I just wrapped them in this dish towel. So I kind of just put them in, wrapped them in the dish towel because they like dark for germination. So I'll probably just do the same thing. I'll put them back here on this heat mat where I don't have any lights on, and I'll keep them wrapped in a towel. So, but at least we'll get that little heat. So that was Delphiniums. I don't have the varieties because I didn't write the varieties. I have the seed packets somewhere, but I don't remember what they're called. They're blue, bluish purple. And another one that I want so bad in my garden, so bad. And last year, it was a total fail. I couldn't get it to germinate. So mad. So, but I really want this. And there was a YouTuber friend that told me about it, and I can't remember who it was. If I remember, I'll put it at the bottom, but I can't remember. So it's Verbena vanity. So I'll have to pop some pictures up of these plants. So this is like, and I can never say this word, so forgive me. Oh, Verbena bonariensis, is that correct? I think I might have said it. If I did, that's the first time I ever said it correctly. But anyway, so, but it's like that, but it's a shorter variety. So I think it only gets, I'll have to look it up, and if I'm wrong, I'll put it in the bottom, but I think it's like 24 inches tall the most. So I'm really love this. So yeah. So guys, that's it. Oh, there was another seed packet from my last seed haul that I didn't talk about because I left it in the box that it came in. And when I went to look over my order, I'm like, hey, they didn't send me this blank. And then when I looked in the box, it was in the box. I almost threw it away. I would have been so mad. So it's called, and I've never grown this before. So there's a lot of new things on my list, right? A lot. So ornamental oregano, kirigami hybrid. I got it from Park Seeds. Let's see what it says. It says nothing. It just tells you how to sow it, but doesn't tell you anything about the plant. So I'll have to look it up. Let me look it up so I can tell you a little bit about this plant and show you a picture. Hang on. Okay, guys, forgive me because I'm going to be looking down because I'm reading off my computer. So, but this is kind of cool. It says kirigami ornamental oregano is a non-culinary, low-maintenance herbaceous perennial. Perennial. I don't think I knew that. Yay. Grown for its cascading hop-like purple, green, and rose pink bracts, providing all summer texture and color. Ideal for hanging baskets, rock gardens, and containers. It thrives in full sun and well-drained soil, reaching 8 to 10 inches high and 12 to 14 inches wide. It says it's hardy in USDA zones 5 to 8, and I'm 7B, so should be good. It's grown as an annual in colder regions. Low maintenance, deer and rabbit resistance, perfect for containers hanging. That's the only thing I don't like. I don't know if I want to put it in a container if it's a perennial. I'll have to think on that when I see if I can even get it to germinate. So, yeah. So since we're kind of in the dead middle of winter right now, I'm going to start this, as you saw in the beginning, how I started my video with some pretty pictures of flowers. I'm probably going to end the video with just some pretty pictures of flowers from my personal garden last summer to share with you. Thank you so much for joining me on this seed haul. And until next time, get out there and grow. Bye. So this is the Verbena and the Delphiniums. They like to germinate in the dark. So I put it on my heat mat. I'm not going to turn the lights on. I'm just going to cover them up. So it's dark with my dish towel. Let's see. When you do this, guys, just make sure you're checking your seeds often because on the heat mat like this, it can dry out really, really fast. And you want to make sure they stay moist. So that's the only caveat when trying this. Like I will check it tomorrow morning, probably tomorrow night, just to make sure it's not drying out. Good luck if you try this.